Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We will be reading to you a story from the book called Stories of Don Bosco.
You won't be here to see.
He won't be here to see.
No, you.
I won't be here to see.
You won't be here to see.
Thank you, son. I want to make sure that I can hear you.
Among Don Bosco's friends in the city was Father Joseph Tessio, chaplain of the cemetery of St. Peter in Chains. On his rounds of the city, Don Bosco had seen the possibility of using the small chapel in the open space in front of the cemetery for the Sunday meetings with his boys. There was no shelter handy if it rained, but at least there was a place to meet. And at that particular moment, he was desperately in need of such a place. Easygoing and kind, Father Tessio consented to his request for the use of both the chapel and the open space. "Bring your boys along," had been his response. "I'll enjoy seeing them have fun." "Now! Who'd you take out?"
Butterfly.
Accordingly, the following Sunday afternoon, Don Bosco brought his boys, who were overjoyed at the sight of the playground at their disposal. Moreover, there would certainly be no complaints from the neighbors. When Mass was over, they rushed out into the field and made more noise than an army. In the midst of all the fun and games, suddenly appeared the housekeeper who had heard the outburst and had come to see what the matter was. It did not take her long to find out and less time to react. Arms akimbo, she stood in front of Don Bosco and poured out a stream of abuse on both him and his boys. To all this, Don Bosco reacted with great calm. "My good woman," he said, "these boys are very young and can't help making noise. If that's all the harm they do, we should both be satisfied. What's more, I already have permission of the pastor to use the field." "Nonsense!" the woman screamed. "You can make up your mind about this, Don Bosco. Pastor or no pastor, you're not coming back here Sunday. Just you try. Believe me, you'll run into a heap of trouble." There was an odd quiet in Don Bosco's voice as he replied, "I may not, as you say, be here next Sunday, but are you sure you'll be here?" "Why worry about the noise they're going to make next Sunday, when you may not be alive to hear it?" "Bosh! Utter bosh!" The housekeeper stormed back to the house and slammed the door. Don Bosco shook her head. God help her. He told those around him, "She keeps telling us not to come next Sunday, and little does she know that next Sunday she'll be in her grave." The pastor had been absent during all this, and on his return he was confronted by an enraged housekeeper, who forced him to send off an irate letter to the authorities. The letter complained of what had happened and accused Don Bosco and his boys of such misdeeds that the mayor dispatched an order to bring them in for questioning. It was the last letter the unfortunate man ever wrote. A few hours after sending it, he dropped dead from a stroke. Don Bosco, however, had spoken of the housekeeper. 2 days after the pastor's stroke, she too dropped dead. The whole city quickly learned of this double tragedy, many seeing it in the hand of God. In any case, the order for his arrest was quietly shelved. Basically, you mess with Don Bosco, you die.
So that's what it is.
Don't mess with Don Bosco. That's you die.
Could it be that God uses people from different varieties of religion?
This is hot. Super hot.
Why do we have saints?
Why?
No, I want you to think.
I don't know.
I believe you worked with the Catholics. And I believe that all the saints come from the Catholics. We could Google it. Why don't you Google it? Saints that are not Catholics. Are there saints that are not Catholics? You have the ability to find out for me, son.
You also have the ability to find out.
But I want it quickly done. Sir, be very careful. I would appreciate it if you would sit up, son. Something could go wrong with that hot tea. One of the cats could come. Something could go wrong.
There is no direct answer.
I did read a book about a priest and a pastor in Korea, and he mentioned that what the West does not have to contend with in switching religions is that the East has religions in which the priests perform miracles. Miracles of healing. And the West does not have those. That's your trumpet.
Mouthpiece.
Very well said. There are miracles every day. It's a miracle I'm here. I'm not incarcerated. It's a miracle that you and I and all of us are alive.
This is a weird way to hold it, right?
I think that that's a holder for the pinky.
Which one?
Touch, no, up higher. Yes.
No, you have to put your finger on top. I like it better on the bottom, but it will really help if anything. So you have to put it on top. But the problem is with my left hand, because when you're holding it, all the weight is on your left
finger. Yes.
All right, hold it.
Pointer finger.
That's good. Oh, yeah, grab it then. All right.
Oh, it's too heavy for me.
Too heavy? It's not that heavy.
What goes in there? What? Pinky?
Ring finger.
Ring?
Inside there. Thumb goes here. Pointer finger goes there soon. So you can put like your, yeah. Then you have to put your pinky up here. 3 fingers.
And this one?
That one can like hold here or wherever you feel more comfortable. That's how you. That's how.
This is the first time I hold a trumpet.
That's how most people.
I like pumping it.
Oh yeah. But oh.
My left hand.
Yeah. See all the
muscles
weight
being used.
The weight.
You're gonna get stronger.
Tuba people are gonna get stronger. The tubas.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not carrying a tuba anymore.
No, but anymore.
Oh, I never carried one either, but.
Yeah. But all the pressure is on here, right? Your finger's going white.
Yeah. 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 It's too much weight. They don't have a smaller trumpet for you?
I
Half pounder?
No.
This is like, how much do you think it weighs? We gotta go to Publix.
Okay.
to find out how much Max weighs with the trumpet and without.
I don't want to make too much noise. And the only way I can hit the hi-hats, I think they're called hi-hats, the high noises, the super like high, is if I have to blow super hard.
You gotta start going to the park now so you can have a place to practice.
I practiced when I got it and I got home at like 6, 7, 8, I don't know. I went outside, blew as hard as I could so many times.
This is convenient that we read about Don Bosco and having trouble with children that make noise, and you have an instrument that makes a lot of noise.
He said you could either use your ring finger or middle finger. For me, right now, the middle finger is better. It feels so much more natural, and your weight is not on there. Because if you use your pinky, or your other one, all the weight, it's like, it's touching your stencil. This is way better. Wait, what is the pinky doing? It's supposed to do it there.
Your T, I think, is better. Stories of Don Bosco by Peter Lappin. I had a boss named Lappin. Who claims that I owe money? Who? What is this?
School, maybe.
Return this portion. You asked who opened this letter?
I don't know, Margarita. Estoy buscando un papel, no lo encuentro y ahí no encontré. Niño, no me cuide.
Current principal $13,000. Plus interest $14,631.79. Interest so far $1,154.
Why are you putting that on YouTube?
Because your mother just gave me this.
No, but why are you putting it on YouTube?
Oh, and here are the amounts. I went to school in 2008, 2009, and 2010. Very well, they shall be paid. They shall be paid. Whoever claims that I owe them money. You want to watch a video? God bless you and those that surround you.